Okay, we're doing now Mussar from Chok Israel, Parashat Vayishlach for Friday. מי שרצונו לקבל עבודת השם יתברך, ייבדל מבני אדם. The person who wants to accept upon himself the service of God, we're talking here about Mussar, it's a very dedicated service of God. Bnei Adam should separate himself from too much socializing, from other people. In other words, from socializing too much, he should be dedicated to serving Hashem, and his time should be more involved in continued progress in Torah and mitzvot. K'muvan, of course, our Torah gives us many ample mitzvot, many mitzvot that have to do ben Adam lachavero. But here, in general, too much socializing would be taking time away from him, continuing to dedicate himself to the service of Hashem. ואמרו אין רפואה מהחנינה ואין מטמון כמטמון החוכמה. And our sages said, there is no healing better than graciousness, and there is no greater treasure than the treasure of knowledge. ואין ממון כממון הדעת. There is no greater ממון כממון הדעת. There is no greater money or more wealth than the wealth of da'at, of knowledge. ואין רע כרע טיפשות. There is nothing more evil than the evil of stupidity. The person who doesn't have any knowledge, who doesn't want to learn, that's something that is bad. Yichus is like pedigree, like what family he came from, etc. There is no better pedigree, no better yichus than the yichus of trustworthiness. When a person is trustworthy, that's the best yichus that he has. And there is no better rest than abandoning ta'ava, which means desire. A person has many desires, if he goes chasing after his desires, that's the opposite of rest. There is no action higher than pure thought. There is no greater righteousness than yisurin, avat yisurin, that if there are the challenges or troubles that come to the person should appreciate, should, understand that he's from Hashem and accept him with a good attitude. Ben chatat gdola min ta'ava. There is no greater sin than desire. Velo cholim min daga. There is no greater sickness, no worse sickness than the sickness of worry, of stress. It's no thing. So true today. But that the doctors say, stress is a cause of many illnesses. So, that's why there is no greater sickness, no worse sickness than the sickness of worry and stress. There is no greater service or worship of Hashem than ahava, than the love of Hashem. There is no greater prishut, which means refraining or like separating than asipuk, than a person being satisfied with what he has. Velo shmira chazaka me'ashtika. There is no greater protection than the protection of silence. Velo aniyut gadol me'ahemda. There is no greater poverty than hemda. Hemda is to covet. A person who's jealous, who covets others, there is no greater poverty than that. That's a real poverty that is inside the person. There is no greater, no sweeter life than the person who's sameach bechelko, who's happy with his portion, with his lot. Amar echad, habushet sibba lechol hayosher. There was a person that said, shame, boshet, shame, sibba lechol hayosher. That's the reason for all a person being honest and upright, because if he would not be, it would cause him embarrassment. Amru ki orchei derech ta'u bedarkam. One time these people were on the way, they sort of like went the wrong way and they were lost. Ra'u leparush echad b'migdal. They saw this person who was a hermit, who was in a tower. Amru lo horenu derech zu nelech. They asked him, please, show us what road we should follow. Her'a be'ado l'shamayim. What did he do? He pointed out towards the heavens. Amru lo ve'ech. And they asked him, how can we do that? Amar lahem, achinu tzeda lifnei darkechem. He told them, prepare provisions before you go on your way. Ulfi shiur amidatchem le'olam haba. According to the amount of time that you stay in the world to come. In other words, do mitzvot in this world, and these mitzvot are the provisions that you're going to take with you to the world to come. They saw a person, a young person who was beautiful, was handsome, kahusha basar, but he was very thin. Sha'alu al kahash besaro. They asked him about why is he so thin. Ana ta'amti za'olam umtzativ markel la'ana. He told them that he had tasted this world and he found it as warm as la'ana. La'ana is a kind of a very bitter herb, like a wormwood, it's called in English. Uzhavo v'chaspo ka'avanav, and the zahav, the gold and the silver ka'avanav they're like its stones. V'ani mebit lishmei meromot, and I look up to the highest shmei meromot, to the heavens. Vero'eh anishim yolichum legan Eden, and I see that some people are being taken to Gan Eden. V'acherim legehinnom, and some others are being taken to Gehinnom. Ve'yareti me'esh hasoref, and I'm afraid from the burning fire. This was the Mussar from Chok Israel here in our Shiur at Habanim Sephaedic congregation on Friday, Parashat Vayishlach. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen, and Shabbat Shalom.